word that Yahweh have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, verse 2, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Okay, so there's another answer to why black people are getting shot down, or the Most High is killing black people and not killing the so-called white man, which is an absolute farce, because the Most High is sending out judgments left and right. All nations are being put to death, but more specifically, the Israelites. And it seems to the naked eye, it seems unrighteous. Okay, but really, there's no unrighteousness with the Heavenly Father. We've sinned, so we die. That's what the scriptures say. The wages of sin is death. Okay. But yeah, so that nails it home. Hear this word that the Lord have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. And there are 18 families on the earth. Okay. But the Most High is only dealing with and punishing, the Israelites. Okay, because why? They were given the law. They were told right from wrong. These other heathens, they don't know the law, statutes, and commandments, nor do they incline their ear to them. Why? Because it's not in their DNA. It's not in their MO. Okay, the Most High didn't create them that way. He created the other nations to be servants. He created us to be rulers, and we didn't want to be that. Okay, we broke his covenant. So guess what? Black people are dying left and right. Okay, whether it be from disease, plagues, pestilence, the curses of Egypt, on a small level, but soon it's going to be let out full force. Okay, why? Because we just read it in Amos 3:1. Only the Most High has only known us, man. And to know the Heavenly Father is to know his law, statutes, and commandments and his ways, which the other nations have not known. So that's why we're being punished. Okay. Stuff is plain, man. But hey, you want to hide something from a nigga, which he is, a fucking nigger, you put it in the book, man. Okay. This is the book of Romans chapter 13:1. It says, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of Most High. Okay. So when you think of the so-called white man, that's a power, and he's ruling. He's the ruling power right now. Okay. But who set him up? The scripture's telling you right here, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. Okay. So the Most High set the so-called white man up as his whipping stick for the nation of Israel. Okay, you niggas don't want to get in line. I'm gonna send a people whose tongue you should not understand, and they're gonna destroy your ass, man. And that's what you're seeing right now. But the water Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Rakal Kadash, we're coming to the end of our judgment. Okay, the ones of us that are hearkening to the Heavenly Father's word and returning to our heritage. For 2/3 of our nation, they ain't seen nothing yet. They ain't seen judgment yet, But yeah, that's what it boils down to, man. We're returning, and the Most High is lightening that load, Why? Because we're at the end of our punishment, so to speak, alluding to Lamentations, the 4th chapter. Okay. But let me read that again. It said, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. And the higher powers right now are the Edomites, okay? Which are the so-called white man, which is controlled by the left-hand side, Satan, okay? He's the power of the air right now. He said, for there is no power but of the Most High, right? So Satan is set up by who? The Heavenly Father. And Esau is set up by who? Satan. And the Most High set up all of them. You get what I'm saying? That's the power. Look, and that's what it's telling you. Every soul is be subject to the higher powers, because every power was ordained by the Heavenly Father, was set up by the Heavenly Father. Alluding to, what's that, Psalm, the 75th chapter? Okay. Which basically, roughly paraphrasing, says basically saying not to exalt yourself, because promotion coming from the east nor the west. The Most High is the one who sets up kings and rulers. Okay, verse 2. Whosoever therefore resisted the power resisted the ordinance of the Most High, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. And that's what you have. Well, that's what you have with these wicked niggas in the streets that's getting shot down, catching all these diseases and dying, and all the turmoil that our people are catching. Okay, why? Because they're resisting the power. Okay, because it seems like the white man, but the Heavenly Father set him up. Esau ain't did shit, man, but destroy, rob, and steal. The thief, that's what he came for. Okay. Verse 3, for rulers are not a terror to good works. Okay, so if you return to the law, statutes, commandments, man, and you're doing your due diligence, because the scriptures are supposed to make you a better man. So you're following suit and honoring, the ordinances of the higher powers. Okay, not, and Nate went into that bullshit. Okay, the higher powers say you can get a microchip, they're gonna get the micro. No. It's a lemon. That's simpleness, man. If the higher powers, we got instances in the scriptures, man. Where higher powers sought to get us to do some off shit, and we said, nah, fuck that, man. We rather die. Okay, than to offend the Heavenly Father. But things like paying your tickets and things of that nature. Look, pay your tickets, man, or whatever it may be. Your rent. We're subject to payments. That's a part of our affliction. And if you don't do it, you're gonna get punished. Okay, ultimately by the Heavenly Father. But He's gonna use Esau to do it. That's His whipping stick. Okay, it says, whosoever therefore resisted the powers resisted the ordinance of the Most High, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. So that's your answer, Polight. That's why the Most High is killing niggas. And it seems to you that He's not killing Edomites or crackers or the white man, so-called white man. Okay, verse 3, for rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. Okay, alluding to Psalms the 34th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Say Salaki, that's Proverbs. I think the 16th chapter, where it says, when a man's ways please the Lord, it causeth even his enemies to be at peace with him. Okay, why? Because you're following all the stipulations or the guidelines that were set up by the so-called white man. Okay, but if you do that, like it says here, it says, do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. Okay, and you see that in your everyday walk, man. When you're doing what you're supposed to do, and it doesn't require you to go against the scriptures, other than having to work on the Shabbat, which we have to. That's a part of our affliction, But when you do things in the right manner, and you are a law-abiding citizen, so to speak, the Most High makes your enemies become a help unto you, man. Okay, why? Because really, all these ordinances that are set up by the so-called white man, really, the Most High didn't ordain them to do that, but He ordained them to be in power. So you're dealing with the fucking devil, man, the most base, the bases of men. So the decrees that He's going to come up with are going to be out of this world, man. But guess what? As long as they don't offend the scriptures, we got to do it, man. Or you're going to receive to yourself damnation. And that's what 2/3 of the people, nation of Israel, are doing, man. These guys, when the police pull them over and tell them to, give your license or give your orders, really, that's the Heavenly Father, And when you resist the ordinance, you're going to get put to death, man. And, ask these guys, man, they're getting shot down by the police. Okay, verse 4. For He is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. Okay, so the Most High will take the Esau or whoever, your enemy, and have them do good or help you, It says, for He is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. Okay, but if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for He beareth not the sword in vain, for He is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Okay, so that's your answer in a nutshell, Sister Polight. These niggas are wicked. They're not doing what the Heavenly Father said. They're resisting in the ordinances, so they're gonna get put down like rabid dogs, man. It's plain, Verse 5, wherefore ye must needs be subject, not only for wrath, but also for conscience sake. Okay, so the moral of the story is, these niggas are dying because they're resisting the ordinances of the Most High. Okay, and that's why it seems like the so-called white man, the Most High is not killing the white man, which is, like I said, it's just a farce. The Most High is killing everybody that's wicked, man. Okay. Let me see. We'll close out with this one. This is Salakia. This is the book of Baruch. 4 and I started 30. Okay, because see, that and when a person can't, understand the reason for us being in this predicament, you can't even begin to tell them what's the end result, or what the good news. You get what I'm saying? Because especially when a nigga has sold out and been bought out by Esau, and then that, like I said, that was not our intent to edify him. He's through. He shot up a Bible and blasphemed the Holy Scriptures, and came at all the men that the Heavenly Father set up to teach this Bible, the top men, Salakia, the top men that the Most High set up to teach this Bible, and went there with deceit and with the mindset of making monetary gain, which was not sincere. And that's why I told him that. I said, you didn't go to the elders to build. You went there to be, to be deceitful and cause a ruckus and make money, man, and get and boost your popularity. Fucking nigga. This is Baruch 4 and 30. It says, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Verse 31, miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Okay. So, okay, yeah. It seems like, the Most High is killing black people or Israelites and not killing the so-called white man, which, like I keep saying, is not true. Okay. But very soon, this is the good news. It's read it again. This is Baruch 4 and 30. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Verse 32. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. Okay, so that's a APB out on all our enemies, man. Okay, so yeah, we're getting mowed down. The scriptures say that they're not punished like all men. Speaking of Esau, yeah, all that good stuff, man. But that was because of our iniquities. But now, the Most High is building up the house of David. Closing up the breaches thereof. And the house of David consists of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, both the northern and southern tribe coming back as one. Okay, and the Most High is gonna build us up to take down our enemies. Okay, but a nigga like Polight, you can't even get to that. You can't even expound on that. Why? Because the Most High has rejected niggas like that. Okay, but yeah, through the Spirit, I just wanted to edify on that point and cut that point of him saying, "Oh, the Most High is only killing black people." Simple ass nigga, man. Light work, man. And I say that humbly, but this nigga's light work, man. No understanding at all. Fucking pothead. That's it. So, Lord willing, that was edifying. With that, I want to say, Yahweh Shem Yahweh.